A realistic morning routine you can try. I remember around 2 years ago, before I started my self-improvement journey, the first thing I would do was I would wake up and I snooze my alarm for like 30 minutes. After that, I would instantly grab my phone and start frying my brain through Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube. I would see successful people on YouTube and Instagram, and I would get reminded of my goal of becoming financially free. Did I do any work towards that goal? No, of course not, because that would be hard. Instead, I got up off my bed and I started playing video games, watching YouTube, scrolling on social media. If we start our day like that, we would end up just like those types of people. No hope for the future, depressed, fat, and unhealthy. Now when I look back at it, what kind of morning routine did I actually have? If we start our day just mindlessly waking up doing exactly what we feel like in the morning, we start out our day with a defeat. And that will reflect back on the rest of our day. There was an alternative for me. A morning routine. I'm not talking about those extreme 3 a.m. morning routines where you work out for like 2 hours and then run back home and then eat a really healthy breakfast. If you can do them, go ahead and do that. But I know that I wouldn't be able to stay consistent with that type of morning routine. And I'll be honest, I fucking hate those morning routines. It gets much more views to talk about the extreme morning routines, and I fucking hate them, honestly. Alright, I want to give you the realistic, productive morning routine that you can try that will give you results in literally 1 or 2 weeks. This is going to be a morning routine for you who wants to start out at level 1. And this was the morning routine that I started doing around 2 years ago in October 2022, which was a time for me that is so different from the life I live now. When I look back at the time, I had such a negative view of the world. I know that some people will take this morning routine and start and already try to increase the duration of the habits and try making everything harder. The thing is that if your brain was as productive as it says you are, then you wouldn't be watching this video. So make the promise to me and to yourself that you will follow this morning routine exactly as I say in the video for at least 1 week. Then after 1 week you can add more habits and increase the duration of the habits and level up to level 2. The level 1 morning routine that I follow starts the day before. You might believe that the morning routine starts in the morning, but the morning routine actually starts the day before. Because the most important factor of a good morning routine is the time you went to bed the day before. If you went to bed really late, you will wake up sleep deprived, and you'll have no energy for the rest of the day. I started going to bed around 10, which made me get enough sleep so that I wouldn't be tired and sleep deprived in the morning. I would wake up at 6 a.m., start brewing some coffee and go to the toilet. Then I would go back to my room and I would sit on my floor and I would open up the Medito app and meditate for 5 minutes. I remember that I wasn't even able to meditate for 5 minutes in the beginning because my brain was so used to constantly being stimulated. In the beginning, I would just sit out and wait out the time until it was done. Like I didn't even do the meditation practices or whatever, right? But after just a few tries, I was able to sit and focus for the full 5 minutes. And if you want to know the specific meditation I did, it was the daily meditation. You can find it on the Medito app. And I'm not sponsored or anything by them. That's just the one I use and I really like it. After my meditation was done, I went downstairs, got my cup of coffee, and I went back to my room journaling, and specifically gratitude journaling. Gratitude journaling is when you grab a piece of paper or a note and you journal and just write down stuff that you're grateful for. The way it works is it's really easy. Just write down, I am grateful for X because of X. Here's an example. I'm grateful for my computer because it has allowed me to work and make videos for the younger generation, and it has allowed me to change hundreds of thousands of people's lives. I remember when I learned this in the beginning, I didn't really understand the scientific stuff behind it, and it seemed kind of weird to just sit down in my room and write stuff that I was grateful for. I was grateful for my computer. It sounded pretty weird in the beginning. There are many studies made on this exercise, and once you've done this for just a few days, I started to become grateful for just random stuff in my life. The feeling of gratitude is just a peaceful version of happiness. It's like the opposite of the happiness we're experiencing when we scroll on Instagram or watch YouTube. It's just a peaceful, positive feeling. This is a common exercise that will improve our mental health and make us a more positive version of ourselves. After I was done with that, I used to do 30 push-ups and 30 sit-ups. And I've talked about this in a previous video. The reason I did this was because I wanted to start building the habit of working out. Start doing like any exercise, whatever type of workout you like doing. The important thing is that you just do the workout. I started out with doing 30 push-ups and 30 sit-ups because that was super easy. That was something I could stick to. People that are aware of how you build habits, the best way to start building habits is through starting with just a few small, easy versions of the habit every single day. And this works for all of the habits of both meditation and gratitude journaling. And once we're able to stay consistent doing them every day, then we can start increase the time we meditate and write more things that we're grateful for or how the workout looked like. The thing is that no one on YouTube talks about this. Everyone just wants you to start doing this extreme morning routine But if you're similar to me, then that type of morning routine isn't realistic. These are the 3 things that completely changed my life, and they were so simple. You don't need to wake up at 4 a.m. to change your life. Start doing this morning routine tomorrow. And I know some people watching this video will say some bullshit reason for why they can't do it tomorrow. Whatever reason your mind is telling you that why you can't do it tomorrow, if you're honest with me and yourself, you also know that the reason is complete bullshit. So tell your brain to shut the fuck up and start doing the change tomorrow. Scroll down right now and click on the top link in the description to change your life even further. That's all I'd say in this video. I'm out.